When a question asks you to find or express a number as a product of primes, the first thing that I always do is write down the first 5 prime numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Okay. Now the next step, if I'm expressing 50 as a product of primes, that goes at the top of my tree diagram. Now I need to look at these prime numbers. I want to find one of those prime numbers that goes into 50. Doesn't matter if it's the smallest, doesn't matter if it's the largest. Now the one that stands out to me is the number 5. So I know that 5 goes into 50. On my next branch, I need to know how many 5s go into 50. And the answer would be 10. Now because 5 is prime, I'm going to circle it. That means I don't need to continue with any more branches. The number 10 isn't prime, so I do need to continue in branches. Now I'm looking for a prime number that goes into 10. Now I know that 5 goes into 10 again, so I'm going to write 5. I want to know how many 5s go into 10, which is 2. 5 is prime, so I can circle it. 2 is also prime, so I can circle that, which means we're done because there's nowhere else I can do any more branches. Now, in order to express it as a product of primes, product means times in, I'm going to write it like this. So 2 times 5 times 5. Now there are certain questions that will say, give your answer in index notation. That means use powers. So to tidy that up, I could write it as 2 times by 5 squared. On the next example, I want to express 75 as a product of primes. So again, I'm going to write my 5, or the first 5 prime numbers, should I say. I'm going to start with 75 at the top of my tree. So I've got 2 branches coming out of it. I want to know which of those prime numbers goes into 75. Now the one that jumps out to me is 5. And I want to know how many 5s go into 75. And the answer is 15. Now 5 is prime, so I circle it. 15 is not prime, so I don't circle it. I want to know which of those prime numbers go into 15. I know that 5 goes into 15. And how many 5s go into 15? Well, it's 3. So I circle the 5, because that's prime. The 3 is also prime, so I circle that. Again, as it's a product, I need to be timesing those numbers together. So I'm timesing all the numbers that are circled. So 3 times 5 times 5. And again, if you want it in index notation, I'd write 3 times 5 squared.